Tuesday, got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the cut and she Tuesday. Club going up.
All right. Hey, we jumping straight into this. Welcome to Two Tone Tuesdays with your boy, the Two Tone Bandit. We got, fellow Titans fans. We got Brian, we got Adam. Look, my brothers from another mother, man. We keep it close. And right here, we trying to do the most by bringing this to you. We just creating a space for Titans fans to come and hang out with us. You welcome. Come.
Oh, my shit.
Come. Talk. We just laying the groundwork. But today, we coming in here to talk to you
I'm
about
froze.
what's new in the franchise. Robert Saleh, our head coach. Let's talk about it. Fellas, give me your feedback when y'all first heard the news, because I know we was all sitting there. I mean, your index finger had to get numb is how much you was refreshing just to try to see the new news. But once we saw it, I actually ended up falling asleep. I didn't see it till like the next morning.
Yeah.
But how did you feel once you finally seen it? Because I know you was talking about that, Adam.
Adam hit it the other day. I was the one that hit it on Saturday. I was like, that's my guy. That's who I want. So that's who we got. I was ecstatic when I woke up Monday morning. I mean, I truly was. I don't know if it was I just didn't want Nagy that much, or I truly wanted Saleh, but it was both, honestly. I didn't want Nagy, and I wanted Saleh, as I said on Saturday. And we got him. I'm ecstatic. I'm happy.
Was that your number one guy, or what was your ranking at Brian prior to the Saleh hire?
Saleh was my number one guy from the get-go. I said that from the beginning.
Okay.
Oh, shit, messing up. He was started. I had Saleh.
Okay.
Obviously when Harbaugh came available. I wanted them to do their due diligence, but now Saleh is my guy from the start.
And I look at that because I think we all felt like that when we seen Harbaugh. I mean, of course, I think that was most people's pedigree of putting it in here to break it down like that, like Harbaugh and but I think also when we had that late minute flash of McDermott being let go, everybody was like, oh, hold on, let's get McDermott. And I don't think we would have been mad if we would have been able to get him, but I think I think it just fits the system more to just have it worked out the way it was meant to be worked out. Okay.
Yeah, I agree.
We had our options, we had what we wanted, but this is what was meant to be. And for a reason. You know what I'm saying? It's not a lot against it, but I think it's great to be able to have that pedigree of a coach, to be able to come in, with his defensive, resume. And because if you think about it, if you think about what Saleh went through on the Jets, okay, and they still maintained a top defense. His problem, because they were always a top 10 defense while he was there. The problem was the offense and who they had as quarterback. But if you look at it, wouldn't you think that he would now learn from that? So the fact that he's already been through that experience of being able to bring my defensive pedigree to a team, but it's still not being enough because my offense wasn't able to be what I needed it to be. Saying that like he didn't call the plays in New York, and that was something he's going to. I mean, I think I love the hire, and I'm excited to see, what he has learned from his experience and being able to bring to us. I believe it. I mean, some people could look at it. Oh, it's an experience. Experiment. You don't know. He's trying out for the first. I mean, not the first time, but he's trying it on you. It may work. It may not work. But I think the type of guy he is, that he understands this, and given this opportunity for the second time, it's not one that comes too often after this.
Yeah. I feel like this is. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure.
No, you good.
From reports and stuff like that, he wanted to come here in the first place. Ever since when the job came open, he wanted to take this job. I think he's learned from his experience with the Jets, and just seeing players talk about him, other coaches talking about him. I mean, gives me a lot of optimism about this hire. He's definitely a leader of men for sure. I know we still need an offensive mind. I know Dayball's been floated out there and all kinds of stuff, and that's a really important going forward. And Saleh says he wants to coach or he wants to call plays for the defense, which I'm fine with, as long as we get a good offensive coordinator. We cannot go backpedal on that. I mean, that has to be a huge hire. I mean, I think Dable would be a good guy, but go ahead.
You know, I mean, it has been the issue.
Yeah.
Even when you go back as far as to championship run or whatever, that's been the issue. The defense has been fine in a lot of years.
Yeah.
Well, even with our offense, outside of Henry putting us maybe in the top in rushing, but the offensive line has always been the best thing. It hasn't been production from passing.
No, never.
Like we've never we haven't had elite passing performance. And I mean, goodness, I mean, we may have had production out of a player, but as a team, we haven't had
not at
that.
all. No. I mean, we've had decent receiving corps, but we've never, besides AJ, we've never had an outstanding. I mean, Derek Mason is the only one that comes to mind in Titans just since they've been in Nashville. There may be others that I'm forgetting, but Derek Mason is the only one that I can think comes close to. I mean, I don't know.
Remember how we all fell in love with Dorial Beckham?
Oh my God! Yeah, I'm one of those guys. When they drafted him out, I mean, where'd he come from? Missouri? Is that right?
You and me both, bro. Like, hey, man,
he come from Missouri? Is that right? I was just like, oh, he's gonna be awesome, man. We saw how that turned out.
So much promise from so many players. Like, we just knew we had the 1-2 tandem when we had AJ and Corey Davis.
Corey Davis, that's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Then we got
flashes of Kenny Britt. Remember him?
Kenny Britt. We got Racy McMath. We got
T.Juan Taylor.
Look, come on, man. Break my heart. Why don't you, man? Let's look, man.
All right, my fault, y'all.
Man.
You good,
the wife called. I had to answer.
Hey, you better answer. Don't get me in trouble.
Oh, we were just talking about Dorial Green Beckham's the best receiver in Titans history.
Bro, hey, listen, I won't lie when I said when they got him, I was hyped. Won't even lie.
Talking about. Yeah, that's what we're talking
just
about.
like I was just as hyped when they got Justin Hunter.
Yeah, I forgot about. Oh man, that's been some years ago.
Man,
Yeah.
Look,
don't forget about our guy Dez Fitzpatrick.
Yeah, that's the guy, right?
Dude, the crazy part is I was in a Discord with him, man, and he, like, in the Discord, he was cool as hell. Like, cool dude, bro. I don't know. He could put it all together in practice, and then when it was time to show up, dude was nowhere to be found.
No, I believe it. That sounds about right. Sounds about right. So, I mean, look, we're in a good spot 2 years in a row, fellas. Like $100 million, well, roughly, what's like 90 to 100 million in cash. We got top caps. What, number 4 pick? Like, this is awesome. I mean, I feel like we got our. Okay, how do you feel about Cam? I mean, like, honestly, I think me and you were talking about that, Adam. Like, in the last few years, I haven't felt this good about a quarterback in a while. Like, and honestly, I think we really support our guys when we get them. We were behind Mariota. We adapted Tannehill. We believed in Levis. Willis. Like,
I knew that's coming.
slow down with the slow down with the love ass.
We got to back up to Malik. Hold on, let's go ahead, Brian. Get your spill. I know you
that's
want
fine. Hey man, Malik's my guy, bro. I'll die on the hill that they gave up on him way too early. I will die on that hill, bro.
But even with Levis, I feel because you got to look at it. Like when we look at now that we can look back on it, we look at how Brian Callahan affected this team. We can't assume that whoever we get in here this year, could we not assume that they will be able to get Will Levis to a point that he's at least shoppable?
Will Levis needs to be traded before they even get to OTAs.
But they got to make him shoppable. I think they got to put on the display. I think he won't be. I think they will have to take him through the preseason because you're not going to want to run Cam down in the preseason. So who's going to be on display? The guy you want to shop. This is showcase season. So we get him out there. Once we develop them, make his skills look better, just like we did Willis. That's what happened. So he was able to get better to a degree where we were able to put him in the preseason, and that's what sold him to Green Bay. And I think the right OC that we're looking for would definitely be able to put Will Levis in a position where he's at least visibly shoppable so we can get some return on him, unless we feel like he might be a viable backup. Keep the competition thick. Who knows? But, hey, and speaking of which, okay, so then how do you feel about OC? Who are you aiming at? Who are we aiming at? What's our favorites now? McDaniels is gone. We saw that. Okay. Who are we aiming at now?
I agree with Dable.
Okay.
After listening to Buffalo's press conference today, I don't know if Dable is going to want to go to Buffalo anymore.
No, that was brutal.
But Dable and bro, no, I don't think as many people are talking about him. But I'm high on Bobby Slowick.
Yes.
After watching what happened to CJ Stroud since Slowick left, why not take a shot? Why not bring him back into the AFC South?
Where's Slowick been at?
He's Miami's passing game analyst or whatever.
Okay, I got you.
So why not bring him back and give him a shot? That's what I say.
But you know what though? You know what's crazy with that one? And I'm not against it. But what's crazy, because I saw a post, I don't know if y'all saw it, but so y'all know about the Robert Saleh and Liam Cohen beef. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna break down the episode on that too. But also, like you said, that's even more ammo. So we know we got a head coach who's gonna be adamant about shutting down the Jaguars. Then we got an offensive coordinator who's gonna be adamant about giving it to the Texans.
That's what I'm saying. That's why you bring in Slowick.
Yeah.
You good with that?
I'm not against that. Yeah, him, like I said, Dable. So okay. So what's your top three then, Brian? If you had to do a top three, who you putting in?
I'd go Dable, Slowick, and a guy I actually had in my top coaching candidates, Cliff Kingsbury.
Okay.
Because I think Cam's better than Kyler. I think Cam has more upside than Kyler. Kyler looks like Mario before he hits the mushroom. So he just bro, that's what he does. Yeah. He runs around like he hit the star.
Not even big Mario. Like the small
Mario. Little Mario. The one you start out the level with.
Yeah.
But he looked like he just hit the star and started running around.
Yeah.
That's what Kyler. That's not what Cam is though. Cam will run if he needs to, but for the most part, I would love to see Kingsbury work with Cam.
Yeah, they're my three too. I'm not even against nothing. I can't even squeeze. I mean, especially the fact that McDaniels is gone. I mean, I'm cool with that list. Hey, can't go wrong. And the fact that we even in position to make that possible, I'm cool with that. Now, let me ask you this: knowing that Saleh wants to call his own plays, do we keep Denard at DC, or if not, what would you do? Would you keep him, or would you replace it? And if so, with who? Or what's your top three? Or whatever?
I think you still bring in a DC, but it'll be like how Nick Foles was this year, with kind of just he works with the offense, but he's not the guy calling plays. So something similar to that. Man. I would say if we didn't hire Saleh and it would have been somebody else, I would have said bring in a guy like Raheem Morris to be DC. But now that Saleh's calling plays, I mean, I don't know. That one I'm kind of I don't know. I'm stuck on that one.
I would love to keep Denard. I'd love to keep Denard in.
I don't think he stays if he's not calling.
I don't think so either. But I'd love to keep him on in some kind of linebackers coach or DB coach or whatever in some capacity, even if it's like co-DC if he agreed to it, but I doubt he will because, I mean,
Yeah.
he could go somewhere else and be a defensive coordinator today, I'm sure.
Oh,
Well,
sure.
where?
But I would
Well,
love to keep him.
well, I'm not saying he couldn't, but I mean, how many openings? Oh,
I don't know how many DC openings there are in the NFL right now.
I was gonna say that's something. If you step back and look at the NFL right now, like DC isn't like a position that's being talked about right now. Like all you hear is, oh, this team has an OC opening or a head coach opening. I haven't heard nothing about DC's.
Not really, no. He could play the backfield for 1 second and just go back to DB. I mean, if he did that, and maybe Robert would be like, look, do DB for me one is just, and then, you can jump into the market next year. I mean, I don't think Robert would feel like he need him, but it's like, if you're already here, I'm not going to just place you. You want to, but just put him back where you specialize at. Yeah, I think that'll work out.
Well, let me ask you this real quick. I know this is kind of off topic. With McDaniels going to the Chargers, how do you think him and Harbaugh are going to get along? That's two different personalities, if you ask me.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see how it works out. I know that's off topic. Sorry.
It's going to be interesting.
I thought it was funny.
It is interesting. Somebody was saying that they wish they could be in their coaches meeting.
Yeah, I wish I could be a fly on the wall in that coach.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, I 100% wanted him as our OC, just like probably most everybody did. But
yeah.
But I kind of knew that was a pipe dream, honestly. I thought he would get a head coaching job, to be honest with you. I didn't know they snatched him up quick for OC, honestly.
Well, he shut down that interview with the Browns. I think the Browns, if any of the landing spots that were still available, it would have been the Browns where he went.
Yeah.
Do you know who's going to go to the Browns now? Coach Prime.
That makes sense. I don't know.
Hey, man.
I don't know. Bro, I'm telling you, like, if you step back and look, what's the 3 jobs that have openings that nobody's talking about? The Browns, the Raiders, and the Cardinals. Just saying. Did you see who interviewed for the offensive coordinator position in Philadelphia today?
Yes.
I guess I missed that.
Everybody's favorite head coach candidate. No.
Yeah, I saw. It's not Brian Callahan?
No, it's Matt Nagy.
Oh, God.
Well,
I saw Brian Callahan interview for somebody's OC job.
He had a second interview with the Bucs today.
Yeah, good luck with that, Bucs.
Yeah.
I mean, he's a good play caller, let me tell you.
Yeah.
Got him fired.
Where did his daddy go? Because Bill just signed with somebody else. So was it the Falcons?
He went to Atlanta.
I thought so. Okay.
They said, could you imagine them playing against each other twice a year?
Hey, stranger things have happened, man.
Thanksgiving's going to be fun this year?
This is going to be a year for sure. We honestly, I just feel like they're just going to make whatever the decision is. I just feel like it's going to work. Going outside and going into some of the intangibles it's just thinking out of human nature, man. If I got a second chance, I knew my defense never let me down no matter wherever I went to. And it was always the offense. Like, I mean, yeah, I'm going to try to make the best of this second opportunity because it'll probably be my last. And, yeah, I'm going to definitely emphasize what I knew my biggest weakness was in the fact that you actually have a number one QB. And, I got potential to build around that. I mean, yeah, I understand where to put the emphasis at because I know what my strength is at. Not saying we don't need to focus on the offense, but it's like the defense, we're good. I got them. It's like, but this offense, yeah, we need to, let's, for sure. Need some more explosive playmakers. Need to beef up the O-line. Need to put some more competition in the running in the backfield. Yeah, and honestly, we need a decent QB2. I mean, you can't be, like I said right now, the reason I believe in the Rams, I said this in the wild card round. When the playoffs started, from the day the playoffs started in the wild card rounds, I said that if you were to take every team and you were to say, hey, no QB1s, everyone got to go with their QB2, Jimmy G would have took them to the Super Bowl. Now, you got defenses who might could have coasted some of these QB2s, but nonetheless, there's no QB2 in the playoffs right now better than Jimmy G. You might make a case for Jones, but they out of it. But I mean, I'm just saying, so that QB2 stability, it matters. Because now look, everything's riding on who? Jared Stidham for the Broncos.
You don't think Jared Stidham is going to take him to the Lombardi Trophy?
I don't think Mike Vrabel gonna let that.
You know who would have took their team?
Yes,
far?
we know. I have no idea what you're gonna say. Maybe if they started him instead of Jordan Love, they would have been.
Hey man, I have an idea for a backup quarterback. No, it's not Malik, even though every bone in my body tells me to bring him back. But I got a guy that would love to come home.
Come on.
Go ahead, bring back 8.
You want Mariota back?
Bring Marcus home.
I mean, he's better than Brandon Allen.
Hey,
dude.
Say bring back the Flying Hawaiian, huh?
I'm not opposed to that.
We just reuniting everybody. We bringing back Marcus.
That's what I was gonna say. We've already been talking about AJ and Derek and KB. Bring them all home.
Oh, hey, yo, that would be the wildest offseason acquisition. And then for us have look, man, oh my goodness.
The Derek, we can bring the retirement tour.
Because none of them are bad players.
No.
Marcus is a certified backup. I mean, he's cool with that. That's what it is. And he's actually, like you said, with the right system, I think he would be okay as a backup for sure. Derek is still good. AJ's still good. But, I mean, we can afford all of them. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, whatever.
I think they're gonna want too much for AJ to trade for it. That's at least a first or a second, and Borgonzi isn't trading picks. If anything, he's trading back to get more.
He's not trading picks, but the Eagles will have to eat most of the cap. I got all the details in the
I was gonna say that if the Eagles were to trade AJ Brown, their dead cap would be up there. Just like everybody talking about, oh, they're gonna cut Tua. Bro, you think Miami's about to eat a $99 million dead cap?
Exactly. Yeah, like I said, it's not. Like I was telling him, the possibility is there, and that's all I'm breaking down is the possibility. Now the probability, yeah, but hey, that's what this is for. This is we fan based over here. But I mean, even if you just think about because sometimes you can think about something it's like, damn, we can't even do that. But we actually literally we could afford all of that. And we definitely could. But like I said, if that's their approach, that's a whole nother story. Yada yada yada. We'll get into that on that. But it's interesting to be able to look at it like that. But really looking at this solid.
Just me and you. Hey man.
Hey, I was just about to tell him I gotta hop off here a second. I gotta get these guys situated.
Yeah, trust me. You got young ones. I'm glad I got you.
Yeah, I was gonna say this one's crying about everything, and the other two aren't doing what they're supposed to be doing. So
yeah, I understand.
I'll wait for him to hop back on for you, so I don't leave you here by yourself.
Good, man. You're all good, man. I
They'll
did
be
it a
all
couple times the other night anyway.
Push that to your room.
Yeah, I remember those days.
Hi.
Oh, they heard it.
Hi.
All right.
Hello.
All right, yo. Hey, let me hop off. These guys are getting anxious. I gotta get these guys settled.
Okay. All right, you cool. That's cool.
Hey, before you do the free agency one, let me know though, because I got some ideas.
I got you. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. I got you.
All right, bro. Y'all be good.
As much as you.
I'm Daddy and I'm
I got you.
Uh,
I'm addicted.
yeah, I'm just wrapping this up. I don't know what happened because what I was saying was, I was actually just saying, what I was saying was like if you just imagine this solid approach with Simmons, Tavondre Sweat, we got Femi coming back. Let's say we draft Bain. There's no telling what else. I mean, there's a few other pieces that they can touch around that, but just that core with the development of what we've seen from Cedric and James. Even if they develop into like James Williams or like what's his name, Jalen Hurl, isn't it right?
Yeah, doing there. Yeah.
And even if they develop into good depth pieces,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good nucleus. It's a good nucleus to build around, honestly.
It really is. A lot of people, for sure.
Just like Bane. I mean, since we did the first one the other night, I guess you saw Bane in the title game. I know they lost and all that, but
yeah,
I mean, him and Mesidor, but especially, man, I mean, that dude was wreaking havoc. And now it makes me wonder, I'm like, is he even going to be there for now? So what do you do then if Bane's gone 2 or 3? Because I think he worked himself into a top 3 pick now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I hope not, because Bane is like, that's who I want.
We got to look at these other teams' needs, and we're gonna get into all that. But you have to look at the needs of the other teams, and the priority of what they would. I mean, it's 3 select. I mean, you got to go ahead and assume that at least
Vegas is going number 1.
You know what I'm saying? And so then now you're talking about 2 picks. So how bad do they need an edge versus their other priorities on the team? I don't know all their needs at the time, but just and who is that? That is with the Jets and the Cardinals, right?
Yeah, Jets and Cardinals. Yeah. So man, I don't even know.
Hey man,
we'll just see how it works out. It's too early to get into all that right now.
Yeah. No, but hey, we're gonna keep getting into it until we get there because too much to hear for
That's true.
But we'll definitely break it down. And that's why I brought that up because it's just the thought of what we do have versus what we can add to it. And I mean, it's a good way to dream. I mean, because in previous years, the thought of certain things you couldn't dream of so much because you had to wait for a move to happen.
Yeah.
But the fact that we have these pieces, and now that that that's our head, it's just not too much of a dream because we're basing the thoughts off of things we know exist.
Yeah.
We know Salah's the head coach. We know we got Simmons. We know we got Sweat. We know we have some of these pieces.
We have pieces, yeah. It's not a pipe dream. It's reality. And it's just building off of it.
Exactly. Based off of the performances that we've seen from these guys this previous season and how they came along as of late. It's not far-fetched to say, hey, Salah could come here and do something with that. And then they can add to it, and we got free agency in the draft. Okay, it's now we can dream on that point moving forward because it's interesting to see how the team would attack this moving forward as far as cap space, draft, free. And so, but where we're at, it's an exciting thought in itself the base.
Like I said the other night, I'm way more excited about going into this offseason knowing what I know. About just what you talked about right there. I mean, Jeff coming off the best year of his career, the rookie class. I mean, that's all you need to see right there. And Cam right there. Cam coming on at the last half of the season, setting the franchise record for rookie passing yard. I mean, dude was amazing.
I know.
What's not to love, man? What's not to love? Type now.
You have to, man. And like you say, even if when you see have you seen that interview on the busing with Jeff?
I haven't watched it yet, but I know they were talking about it in the chat, but I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't watched it in its entirety, but I've seen a few clips.
Cut up, yeah.
It's just one point in it when he's kind of just talking about how fun it is for him to have one-on-one matchups, and how he would thrive on the edge. He's like, if I could just play the edge, oh man. And so it's like, he knows that, he's seen that. Like I said, it's so interesting to see what we're gonna get, come September.
I mean, it's exciting, honestly. I'm excited because I know he's basically dragging Tavondre Sweat out to Dallas or wherever they're going to work at.
That too.
And that, I mean, the fact that he's taken in, he's going to make Savondre better. And the fact that he loves the Salah hire, those two, I think it's a match made in heaven, honestly. I feel like Salah and Big Jeff have the same mentality, the same drive. And I'm excited, man. Yeah, exactly. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. And if they draft Bain or Bailey or whoever, if they get them, at number 4 or whatever, and you can free Jeff and Tavondre up or some of the other guys, sick. That's all I can say.
That's the edge, and I think that's good. But outside of that, I am also curious to see how they're going to attack corner because we need at least 2 solid corners. Nothing wrong with the guys we got per se. I mean, they're developing, they're learning. We're very young. I mean, we already know the thing, and these 1-year veterans are exactly what they are. But as far as the nucleus, it'd be good to get some, especially getting rid of McCurry and I really didn't like that one, but I mean, whatever. It is what it
I wasn't a big fan. Brownlee Jr., I mean, I kind of see where people were tore up about it, but getting rid of Roger, I mean, I feel like he established himself here in Tennessee, but obviously they didn't.
He did.
I mean, I get what they were trying to do, but the return wasn't worth it.
So we'll see.
Or not yet, anyway. I don't know.
We'll see, but nonetheless, yeah, it'll. But we'll see. But nonetheless, look, I'm gonna ask you these 5 questions to wrap this one up, and we'll see what's going on. Yeah, a lot of time to bet. So look, do you want the Titans to be a defensive first bully again, or should everything be built around Cam Ward no matter what?
If you're asking me today, I'd like for it to be defensive first. I know Salah's a defensive guy because I think Cam's still got a lot of growing to do. He's going to have growing pains even in year 2. I think. I mean, I hope not, but let's be real. And they're going to need I think building around the defense right now, while getting Cam some offensive weapons and letting him, kind of slide in there. But I think the defense is going to play a big impact. And they're more important. They're not more important, but I think they're important for Cam going forward. So I think defensively is where I would lean.
No, yeah. I'm not against that. Not against that at all. Yeah,
I think Cam's just got some maturing to do because I mean, plus we got to get him some weapons. So the faster the defense can improve, keep us in games. Because I mean, let's be real, that's probably what it's going to take. Hopefully, Cam makes a big jump year 2. I mean, we've seen it done before, but the odds are against that. So defensively, we need to be strong.
And to add to that, I'll give you a few examples I just thought about. Correct. The defense is where if we look at examples like Bo Nix, we look at C.J. Stroud, we look at Sam Darnold. We look at some of these teams, these players. We look at Bryce Young. Okay, all these teams got good defense. Okay, I don't think that if the team had to rest on any of those quarterbacks' shoulders, they were able to be in the same position that they are now.
100%. You can still hear me.
But on the flip side, right? Yeah, and I do. And I see I'm a solidified on both sides. But on the flip side, if you look at Josh Allen, you look at Joe Burrow, okay? You look at guys who can put up elite numbers. Even when Joe Burrow had a statistical anomaly of a year last year, because the defense wasn't there, wasn't enough. Yep. Because the defense isn't solid in Buffalo, it isn't enough. So, yeah, I mean, I concur wholeheartedly. Like, these defenses have been able to carry over. I would even say in our best years recently, it was the defense that helped Tannehill get that far.
Oh, yeah.
We have been able to run somewhat of an efficient offense under Arthur Smith for the time we had it, but nonetheless, the defense for sure played a major role in us bringing in a lot of games that we win.
Yeah. So, by and large, the success the Titans have ever had in their franchise history It starts with the defense. Honestly, defense and
Yeah.
running the ball. That's how it's been their entire existence.
So with that saying, what do you think is the biggest priority? The edge rush or another elite weapon or protection for Cam Ward?
Hmm. I'd like to say protection for Cam Ward, but I'm so against drafting an offensive line player in the first round because we're just so snake bitten by that. Honestly, I think
Yeah.
I, he does need
Yeah.
protection. I think that's the top priority. But at this point, with him, for him to grow, I feel like the defense has got to be strong. So I'm leaning towards an edge rusher.
Okay.
I think we
Yeah.
need. I think we need defensive somebody to free up Jeff. They can't double and triple team him forever. You got a strong piece out there on the edge. Opens up holes for him and Savandre or Cedric Gray, or whoever. I mean, it's gonna be lights out.
I think Femi going. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a Femi.
I think Femi's gonna play into that for sure.
I call him Semi Femi because he gonna hit you like a semi truck.
Yeah, I know, man. He hit some hard hits.
It's gonna happen for sure. Okay. Well, yes, I would be so. I would probably had just as much confliction as you did. Yeah, I mean, you want it all.
Yeah, you want it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. You can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. That's what Kansas City fans feel like, but we're Titans fans. We're not used to that.
We're not used to that. You want
But
the
I'd
protection.
like to be.
You want the receiver. You want it all.
Yeah, we want it all.
But it's interesting because we got enough money to play in free agency, so we're going to make a splash. Let me ask you this, okay? This is every year, every team makes one splash sign. Where do you think ours will be this year?
I think there's going to be a receiver. I don't know who that receiver is going to be, but I think it's going to be a receiver.
You know, and I'm going to talk about that in the free agents. Like, we're going to look at who we losing, and we're going to look at who's available.
Okay.
Yeah. Honestly, off the top of my head right now, I mean, I don't know if they're worth splash money. But if we were able to get either Jawan Jennings or Alec Pierce, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, and I'm not saying that they're the number one, but yeah, let's get them on the roster. Like, definitely, let's get them in rotation with what we have, and then you still go find two number one and still get someone in the draft. And yeah.
Well, what do you do with Calvin? That's a to me, I'm a 50-50 on that.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it.
I'm on the fence because I know what Calvin's capable of. I watched him in Alabama. I'm an Alabama fan. I've watched him since he was an 18-year-old. So
against him, I want him. I believe in, but I can't produce my belief.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he has but
I need somebody that's getting paid 23, 24 million or whatever he's getting, $20 million a year to be on the field and produce. That's what it boils down to me because this is a business.
You know what?
And it's important for Cal. It's important for Cam right now to be able to progress. And if your best player is not on the field with you, you know.
You know what I would like to say though in that regard though, because it sucks. The same way we're giving like Mike Sala man, he was given a raw deal with the Jets.
Yeah, we're doing the opposite.
Let me ask you this: isn't that fair to assume that maybe some players were given a raw deal at the era that they came to the Titans?
Yeah, it's possible.
I mean, that's what I'm trying to do for Levis. I mean, I'm not trying to make him the savior, but I think he is better than what we expect. I think what they saw in him just wasn't able to be brought out by the staff we had.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was ruined by Brian Callahan. Honestly,
that's what I'm
saying.
Just a
lack of production.
Why couldn't we say the same thing will be what? And if that's the case, if we can say that Will Levis was ruined by Brian Callahan, if we can say that Brian Callahan was no good for Cam Ward, he ruined his development, then it is not hard to assume that how much can we expect out of the receiver when we're already acknowledging that the quarterbacks don't even have the caliber of coach it takes to make them the quarterback that this receiver needs. It's a connection.
Yeah, it's a fair point. That's a fair
So
point.
he's in a bad system.
Yeah,
How
that's
he's
a fair
been able
point.
to flourish? We've had no offensive. Who?
Yeah, I know.
Who's been the offensive guru that's been able to unlock the quarterback so Cal really can do? And even with that being said, he still clocked 1,000-yard season last.
Yeah, 24. Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
I think what we saw in these acquisitions is there, but it gets lost in the development of the personnel that's in charge of producing that for us to see it on the field on Sundays.
yeah. I mean, that's true, but the only thing for me is, yeah, if Calvin can stay injury free, I'm all in on him. It's
The best
to
ability.
me, yeah. It's not the production from the coaches and all that. For me, it's can he stay on the field? That's the bottom line.
True.
It is
That's
a business.
true.
I mean, Cam's
That
got to.
is
You need your number one. If he's Titans number one, he's got to be on the field. And if he can't be, then And he's not getting any younger. I mean, he's 31. I mean, I know what he said. He had those 2 years off because of the betting scam or whatever it was, the betting deal that he had.
Yeah.
He was suspended from the NFL, and yeah, he got to take a couple of years off of it, and it probably was easier on his body. So he's coming back in as a 27, 28-year-old NFL body, you could say.
You could
But
say. So I want to give him that benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, I want to also. I want Calvin on the team. I've seen him play his whole since college. So, I mean, I've been a big fan of his. I've seen what he did in college. I've seen what he's capable of with, in the NFL. He just got to stay healthy.
We're seeing Malik come back and beat us. I mean,
Oh, don't get Brian started on that one. Oh.
I just don't think that. I'm real confident that. And like I said, I'm not saying. Let's say that right now these guys are 2s and 3s. I'm not saying they're 10s, but I'm saying with the right system, they probably can be good 6s and 7s.
Yeah,
for sure.
I would be good with keeping Will Levis as the back. I mean, or shipping him off. I'm sure that's probably the more likely move that they would make, trying to get him healthy, because I think Will Levis is young enough where he would push for a trade because get a fresh start somewhere. But if he wanted to stay in Tennessee,
I think it'd be, and that's what I was trying to explain to Brian. I think it'd be more so based on the value that they can get for him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
it's not like he can just do what he wants. So, I mean, so it's like, yeah, like that's what you do: develop the team, and you'll get the fruits of your labor. If you develop the team, and you get the right personnel in here, then you'll get the person who can develop him to what we expect him to be. Yeah. And that's like, oh, we got 2 good quarterbacks. And that's not to say that we'll be in a position where we'd be considering starting Levis over Ward, but just to say that if we can put that in film, then you can get a higher return for your investment. And that's what
I agree.
I think from a business standpoint, logically, that's what I want to do. So I'm gonna get a good person here. Let's develop. Let's get the less talented, more talented. So we have to ship them off. At least we can get more for them.
Yeah.
A good OC might can turn him from a 5th round to a 4th round pick. Okay.
You never know. Yeah. That's really the mentality we need. That's the mentality that they need for every coach coming in, for every player, honestly. They want to they need to maximize what they have on the roster and what they're going to have on the roster. I mean, for this to work.
I would like for Robert Saleh. I mean, you know what I want? I just want longevity. I want whatever it is just to be our. We have Borgonzi for 10 years.
I'm tired of the turnover.
Like, don't even try to poach him. Let's keep him for 3-4 years. Like, you know what I mean? Let's just have a good run of continuity where it's just we're here.
I would love that. I don't even remember experiencing that for a long time.
Wow, man! Everyone gets poached every year. Have a good season. Oh,
yeah, I know. And that's what worries me about. Like if Dayball, for instance, he would be, top 2 for me. But if he does good with Cam, you automatically know a year from now he's going to be he's going to be looking for a head coach job somewhere else. And that's what would worry me. But that's just the nature of the NFL. I get it. You get success, you get opportunities. But for Cam's progression, you need somebody, like you said, it's going to be with him for 3 or 4 years at least, or at least 2 to 3 years, because we don't need this revolving door. This happened with Mariota, just revolving door of offensive coordinators having to start over system after system. We need some continuity.
But I think they might sign it under that condition.
Yeah,
There might be a clause of the contract like, look,
yeah,
we need
you got to stay.
year, try to build something. We need somebody that's comfortable
Yeah.
being here for like at least 2-3 years. Something. And I mean, yeah, that's feasible. I'll take that.
Yeah.
I would take that. Like, so would you rather take somebody who's like a proven play calling offensive coordinator or a younger, like maybe one that's more of a quarterback developer with upside? What direction would you rather go?
Oh,
And I mean,
that's tough.
but just like on that context in itself, just like from that.
I feel like I'd feel better if we had somebody as the proven play caller, just for the fact that
Yeah.
Cam needs to see that. They've already got a system in place. They can just plug Cam in and get him on board with everything. Yes. And if you're looking at it up, yes. I look dumb doing this.
Yeah.
So I'll leave it to you. I just feel like an up and coming play caller, maybe they don't have a system in place. Maybe they're kind of doing the same thing Cam's doing and trying to grow. I don't need that. We need a teacher, somebody is going to come in and be that mentor for him, show him the ropes, show him the play. I mean, I just think we need an established play caller. So
okay. So all right. Well, look, let me hit you with this one right here. Okay. By mid-season, what would be an indicator that you feel like Salah's philosophy, culture, what have you, is working? Would it have to be like, our positioning in defense, like we got a top 10 defense?
Yeah.
Growth in Ward, the way we win in close games. What would be your parameter on judging? Like, okay, because that's what we're moving towards at this point. Like, of course, we've seen Ward play his rookie year. But we're looking for his development moving forward. But nonetheless, we all, and I already know this right now, I feel it in my soul. When the first game goes on, we're going to be paying attention to the play calling more than ever. We're looking for this difference. An anticipation of, all right, we're ready for this difference. Show me the money, baby. Show me.
I mean, you know how when the first game rolls around, you're already feeling that excitement and everything. This is just going to be amplified with a new play caller, new head coach, new pieces around Cam. I mean, this is going to be. I'm going to be anxious when that first game rolls around. I just go ahead and tell you that's for sure. Excited but anxious at the same time because there's a lot of new things going on this coming year.
It is, and once we get this, once we solidify this coaching staff, that'll be a lot better too, because a lot of things are still up in the air. But once we get to OC, once we understand exactly what we're doing, the defensive coordinator, and whatever other changes, and honestly, that's how I look at it. I feel like we're good on defense.
I think
no matter how you move, Salah's going to handle the defense.
Yeah, 100%.
We're good on special teams. Bones Fossil is amazing.
That I hope they don't let him go. I feel like that's a must. They got to keep Bones.
They definitely gonna keep him. And so if we nail this OC and we handle free agency and the draft correctly, way too early. What episode is this? But we definitely gonna be an above 500 team this year, man.
Okay, yeah. The more I thought about it just the other day, the more I'm like, as long as we nail this OC hire, we got a chance. We got a chance to go 500 or better.
We were too competitive this year with less everything, less personnel, less talent, less whatever they're going to add.
With Mike McCoy and Bo Hardigree calling plays, so it's not going to be any worse than I can promise you that. And they were showing progression with those two guys.
Exactly. They were competitive against the 49ers.
With Mike McCoy.
Rams. Like, yes, we were. And so it's okay. So you're like, okay, I can see. And so that gives you some type of optimism of hope. We'll look like, okay, I see it. I saw that. Okay. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have to sit back, watch, and see what
Yeah,
ooh,
that's all we can do.
in here. Who is it? Oh, there go Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh boy.
So look, but yeah, so look, we're gonna wrap this one up and then I'm
Yeah, you good, man. Yeah.
It's all right, so that's cool. So look, boom, boom, boom. Come through, be part of the room. Me, Adam, the whole family. It could be the Adams family. We don't know. But no, look, we're in here just tightening up, Mom. We're ready to jump into the next one. Appreciate y'all. Look, tighten up. As always, TTFU, man. It's your boy, the Two-Tone Bandit. As always, much love. I'm out. All right.
Yeah.
So, we're going to clip.
Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the car that she choose. Club going up on a Tuesday. Got your girl in the car that she choose.